Rehabilitation work on the Amadila Road in St. Patrick almost complete, much to the delight of residents. Details of this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Friday, May 6, 2022, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. Life is about to get easier for residents of Moncraven St. Patrick who utilize the Amadila Road to get to their homes, thanks to an investment made by the government of Grenada. Rehabilitation work on the road is nearing completion. On Friday, the GIS visited the project and spoke with contractor Percy Edwards. He says the contract scope involves the construction of 600 feet of road. He says that they had to undertake a detailed excavation process because of the different types of soil and the amount of stones in the area.
The road was horrible, very, very horrible. When I watched the road had a lot of stones and concrete and no BRC. And it had a lot of tegua mud, like fat mud, raising up. So the excavator has to do two excavates. He has to take out them stones first, the first in the top, and then afterwards we also identify where the tegua really bad, and excavate it and then fill it up with binder. Okay, and also we have some little ups and downs with transportation coming and slide the road when we prepare the road. I don't know, we had some little ups and downs, but we're getting through.
Mr. Edwards says with the heightened level of construction activity now taking place across the island and the demand for ready-mixed concrete, he is hopeful to receive his full quota so that the project can be completed on the weekend.
We are doing 600 feet of road, and the width is 15 feet wide. Okay, and we done a box drain with a cross culvert and a slipper drain. The both carry 5 inches concrete. Okay, and the box drain, we put half-inch steel, used steel, 8 inches apart. And then the slipper drain, we put 3/8 steel, 8 inches apart. And with 2 rows of block, with both of them filled with concrete.
Edwards says due to the depth that his team had to go in excavating the roadway due to the type of soil in certain areas, extra time had to be spent on fixing entrances to people's homes as the existing driveways had become higher than the new road under construction.
The existing road was high, and then because of the dropping down from the stones and the concrete and the tegua mud, the gaps become high. So to get a flow, the excavator has to take some of the gaps a little way in, as you can see, to get a good drive up. So that is unseen work, right? So that all these gaps included into the contract.
The construction of the road has created employment for over 10 skilled men in the area. Moving along, the former chairman of ECTEL's Council of Ministers says if governments in the region are to efficiently compete in the new digital economy, they must place emphasis on developing the digital skills of their workforce that will allow them to take maximum advantage of available opportunities. Dr. James Fletcher was guest speaker at ECTEL's inaugural anniversary lecture, which focused on the topic, the Electronic Communications Bill from Liberalization to Digital Transformation. He says in today's digital environment, people must be willing to learn and relearn if they are to succeed.
If you want to be a successful citizen in this environment, that's what you have to do. You have to be able to unlearn some of the things that you learned because they're obsolete or they've been proven to be no longer the case, and relearn new things. So a new social contract should also include investing in human capital to generate more opportunities for workers to find better jobs. There's an urgent need for us to bring everybody together, coming together of the minds, to design the future that we want and to determine the place that we will occupy in the global digital economy. I'm very, very optimistic and bullish about that digital economy because, like I said, for the first time, we have an opportunity to be major players in it if we do things the right way. And we're a small population in the OECS of what, 660,000 people? It's not that difficult for us to create that environment and re-educate or educate our people so that they can take advantage of it. That has to be a focus of our governments moving forward.
Dr. Fletcher said the region must find a way to more efficiently utilize technology by generating its own content as opposed to simply being consumer. He alluded to the fact that the Caribbean is rich in content, but education is necessary.
We have a lot of really good photographers in this region, but now we have people with phones that are just snapping pictures all over the place. Why can't we create deposit photos or Shutterstock or whatever for the Caribbean, and our people upload their pictures on there and they get a royalty every time? I can tell you, I will be one of the biggest subscribers to that site because I always want content, and there are people who want content.
The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs says in keeping with guidance from the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, the external component of the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, CPA, will be held as scheduled on Thursday, May 12th and Friday, May 13th. The ministry is appealing to principals to remind their school population of the current health situation with the COVID-19 pandemic and the negative ways it can affect all. In this vein, everyone is being encouraged to take personal responsibility for his or her safety. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
Welcome back. On the heels of its signing of a loan and grant agreement with the Government of Grenada for the second cycle of the Country Assistance Program, the CARICOM Development Fund, CDF, has also embarked on strengthening the capacity of the Customs and Excise Division. The CDF, through collaboration with the Government of Grenada, presented a vessel, Interceptor Craft, to Grenada's Customs and Excise Division. Rodinel Suma, Chief Executive Officer of the CDF, says they are happy to be able to make a contribution to enhance border security measures in Grenada.
It is not very often we get the opportunity to look at the tangible results of cooperation, and this certainly is an example. This asset is going to be invaluable to the Customs Department in rolling out its capacity to manage the borders better. It's also going to help with the establishment of the Marine Unit of the Customs Department, and this is consistent with the mission of the CDF to build the capacity of member states in the various areas in which they need to provide services to stakeholders, to facilitate trade in particular. And of course, this is where the border management becomes critical. So this is a particular pleasure for us to be here to help to officially launch this.
Customs and Excise Division's Acting Controller Algernon Belfon said the vessel will assist in the operations of the division.
This asset gives us the advantage of really being able to execute our objectives and responsibilities in relation to border security, in relation to servicing our pleasure craft sector, and to provide a plethora of advantages to our stakeholders. So today is a momentous one for us, and we look forward to better service from the Customs Division as we work forward to improve the way we do business in going forward for the Customs Division.
The 4th annual 1261 Film Festival, carried for October 26 to 30th, 2022, was officially launched at the Grenada Museum on Thursday evening. The film festival, the brainchild of Grenadian Mashida Philip, offers a platform for emerging and established creative voices and immersed entertainment from Grenada, the Caribbean, and the diaspora. Attending the launch were Minister for Tourism Honorable Clarice Modest Kerwin, MP for the Tongue of St. George Honorable Peter David, among other specially invited guests. Derek James from the Office of the Diaspora Affairs, during an interview with the GIS, says the 1261 Film Festival is another brilliant initiative by a Grenadian that has the potential to develop, creating more exposure for the abundance of raw talent that we have on island.
The Office of Diaspora Affairs collaborated with her. The Office of Diaspora Affairs see this as important because one of our thematic platforms is on the question of culture. So with teaming up with her, we think it was important for us to demonstrate the importance of the work of the diaspora, what we're doing to enhance the work of our diaspora members, and also as an initiative that we see as being critical in the development of film in Grenada. And as Ms. Phillip, one of our plans is to have workshops in schools and so on. So I think our collaboration is something that will enhance not just the office, but this program so that we could help her to promote it and bring it to the people in Grenada.
Tim Wasserberg, social producer with Wonderland Entertainment in the U.S., who is on island shooting a documentary on H2O, the intelligence of water, also attended the film festival. He says film festivals are important to allow for the creatives to tell their stories in varying ways.
Film festivals, we attend so many. We've attended so many across the Caribbean, Aruba, Dominican Republics, Turks and Caicos, all this. It's a way for everybody to interconnect because, as my partner says, it's one world, it's one people. So our getting together and talking, I mean, the festival director here, she went to school in New York, not far from where I went to school in New York, and her ideas of what she wants to talk about in the culture is just as, dynamic as everything that we've been talking about in New York as far as trying to get different initiatives pushed forward. But as far as this one in Grenada, it's great because, having been here, we've discovered so much in the past 5 days. We've never been to Grenada. So going out and seeing the rainforest, we were out there just now, we just came back from filming, but seeing the harbor, seeing the different people, hearing the history. There's so much of that I think is key to film festivals because by seeing a film at a film festival, you're transported somewhere.
Grenadian artist John Henry, whose paintings were on display, also spoke of the excellent opportunity that the film festival creates for him to connect with the wider Caribbean and diaspora.
I'm grateful for the opportunity today. Get to explore and socialize with everybody. Getting to see a few familiar faces as well as a couple of new faces. So the opportunity-wise, I'm just really grateful for it. It's an opportunity to actually get out, because of COVID and stuff like that. So that's a great opportunity for me.
One of the actual portraits that you have there, if my vision is correct, it's the bougainvillea. Tell us about the type of materials that you're working with and how long did it take you to actually put together a piece?
Okay, well, the bougainvillea, that's a national flower, right? So it was just an opportunity to export. I like challenging myself, so I thought that as an opportunity. I mainly use like acrylic on canvas. In terms of time, I'm doing this full time, so let's say about 2 to 3 weeks, because I kind of multitask in a sense, so I don't only do one piece at a time.
Submissions eligibility to the 1261 Film Festival include films and videos that focuses on the subject matters about culture and experiences of the Caribbean and the African diaspora. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Friday, May 6th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.